Hello, happy Friday. I hope this goes up on Friday. I just wanted to hop on, show you the cards that I made in this last week. It's not as many as I had hoped, but that's okay. I'm always a little ambitious. I used 3 pages or 3 by 12 pieces of paper from the Goodwill haul that I posted recently. And these are the first 12 cards I made, and then I had a bonus card from my craft relay card that I'll show you. So the first card, well, the first 8 cards are all the same, and these are the January 2026 card, sheet load of cards card. So I had one sheet of paper that had this design on it, and the back was some plant-like and map design that looked like this, which I'll show you my leftovers in a little bit. And then I had another sheet that had this orange on the back and this floral, and I just thought the orange went nice with the stamps. So did that, really had spent a lot of time thinking about what to put on that little ephemera piece there, but spent a lot of time using the waffle flower stamp set and then decorating it a little bit with some stamps that I had. So those were my January 2026 sheet load cards. And then this was what I made with the other part of the paper, these 5 by 7 cards. This is also inspired by a sheet load that came out in 2025. I don't remember what month it was. I just absolutely love this layout. This layout made me fall in love with 5 by 7s. And for this, I used a waffle flower die again for this thank you. I cut out this paper, stacked it all up, and lined it up and made these 4 cards, and they're all effectively the same. So that used up basically 1.5 sheets of, no, 2.5 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. Let's look at the scraps that I had and what I did with them. I really wanted to try to minimize scraps, so I made these. They could be card pieces, they could be ephemera. I was going to try to make some cards with them, but I haven't finished it yet, and honestly, I'm kind of ready to move on from this project, so I'm just going to put it in with some works in progress or ephemera and either come back to it, or if it sits around too long, I will share it in my local bartering group. Sometimes there's kids or adults that like to make little projects with scrap ephemera. So just some nice die cuts. So that was effectively the scrap. I was going to show you what was left from the 12 by 12 paper, this. So I was pretty happy with that. Trying to minimize making new scraps. Oh, there was this as well. So not bad, but I'm going to put all that together. There was some cardstock scrap too, and I'm storing that together just to keep the colors coordinated. And then my last card is this, my craft relay card, which the parameters this week were purse card, which I made this little purse. I used these magnets from Pear Blossom Press. I thought I had them. I haven't used them in half a year, so this was a good opportunity to keep that clutch, little cute clutch card closed. Colors were 90s colors. I was really going for this teal and purple, and so I included this strip because this was like the color swatch I did, to tuck a little gift card in the card. When I ink blended, I guess I did it really lightly and it didn't really turn out teal. The purple's there. One of the other elements was outdoor critters, and so I had these little moths on here, which I really like. Obviously, I know sometimes those are indoor critters, but we try to keep them outside. And then the last was textiles, and I don't know if you can see, but this die, which I actually used the, I guess, rubbery or silicone mats to emboss it instead, has the stitching, and it just made a pillowy effect and looked like a textile to me. So I thought that was a good interpretation of the parameter. So this is my card, and then I didn't put an outside sentiment, and then this is the back, and I had embossed that panel and then glued it onto the base. I tried multiple times to emboss the panel, but I didn't like how it was turning out. So those were my cards for, I guess, the first week of 2026. I hope you enjoyed them, and happy card making.